So we have to show Sarah Palin is out at book signings and people are standing in line for him, and MSNBC has been covering it. They covered it yesterday, and they were all saying, my gosh, she's got 1,500 people in line. I mean, this is crazy. And they couldn't understand it. Today they're taking a different approach. They've decided to go after those standing in line. Now, don't reveal anything about the interview here. This is Norah O'Donnell interviewing somebody in line. Now, listen to this.
Tell me your name.
Jackie.
Jackie, and you've been out here. Show me your T-shirt. You say tell me what it says.
The U.S. government handed out $700 billion in Wall Street bailouts, and all I got was this lousy T-shirt.
Did you know that Sarah Palin supported the bailout?
I don't.
Stop. Hang on just a second. Norah O'Donnell is standing there with a piece of paper in her hand with the quotes on stuff from Sarah Palin, okay?
Just happened to have it.
She just happens to have it.
Total
It was just in her hand, okay?
Yeah.
It wasn't like calling back to New York, get me the information, so writing it down. Okay, just happened to know this. This is not an attack or a setup on this particular individual who I'll tell you about here in just a second. Go ahead, play that.
Where did you hear that?
During the campaign, John McCain brought everyone to Washington, praised the bailout, and Sarah Palin, during the debate, the vice presidential debate, praised John McCain for bringing folks together to pass the bill and said, it is a time of crisis in government. That's the time to step in. So Sarah Palin was for the bailout.
I don't think she was. I think if you asked her today, she was not for the bailout.
The reason I ask you, I think there
Okay,
was...
stop. I have to tell you about this individual she's interviewing here. Just a second. Don't go anywhere. This is fantastic.
It's the Glenn Beck program.
Glenn Beck's The Christmas Sweater, A Return to Redemption, is the Christmas event for the whole family. Simulcast live on December 3rd to HD movie theaters all across the country. Go to fathomevents.com for details and tickets.
888-727-BCK, 888-727 Beck. By the way, I haven't mentioned the Bold Fresh Tour yet. Bill O'Reilly and I are going out. Saturday the 23rd, 8 p.m. sold out. We added 1,000 seats, went on sale about, 90 minutes ago. I was told about 87 minutes ago that was sold out. The USF Sundome, 8 p.m. sold out. Added a second show Friday at 4 p.m., a second USF Sundome show. And I'm told that it's almost half sold out. Well, tickets went on sale about an hour ago, and it's almost half sold out now.
You're over. It's taken that long to sell out?
I know. Saturday, January 30th, 1 p.m., Charleston Civic Center in Charleston, South Carolina. Tickets are still available for that one. And I believe Norfolk, Virginia, Saturday, January 30th, 8 p.m. There may be a couple tickets left, but I think that may be sold out as well. Get your tickets. Go to boldfreshtour.com. So, all right. Well, let's see. What else? What else could we do today? What else could we possibly
we could
destroy?
Finish what we started there with
Go ahead.
With a Norah O'Donnell.
Here's Norah O'Donnell. She was on MSNBC. She's interviewing somebody. A Sarah Palin fan at a book signing. This woman, let me just tell you the story. Now that you've already heard the audio once, listen to it again. Norah O'Donnell is approaching this young woman. I'm guessing she's about 13 or 14.
Yeah.
She's standing there
with her dad.
With her dad. As Norah O'Donnell grills her like this.
Tell me your name.
Jackie.
Jackie, and you've been out here. Show me your T-shirt. You say tell me what it says.
The U.S. government handed out $700 billion in Wall Street bailouts, and all I got was this lousy T-shirt.
Did you know that Sarah Palin supported the bailout?
I don't.
They got to go after
Where did you hear that?
13-year-olds now.
During the campaign, John McCain brought everyone to Washington, praised the bailout, and Sarah Palin, during the debate, the vice presidential debate,
You know this.
praised John McCain for bringing folks together to pass the bill and said, it is a time of crisis in government.
Got the
That's
quote
the time
right
to step in.
Yeah.
So Sarah
Coincidentally.
Palin was for the bailout.
I don't think she was. I think if you asked her today, she was not for the bailout.
The reason I ask you, I think there's some confusion about Sarah Palin's policies, and that's why I ask you that. She's against the stimulus, but during the campaign, she was for the bailout, as was John McCain. Does that change your view?
No, it does not.
What is it that you most like about her? What policy?
She upholds the
I can't
Constitution.
take it anymore. I can't take it anymore. A 13-year-old. You got to go after a 13-year-old.
And did they ever do this? Did they ever do this to Barack Obama supporters during the campaign?
First of all, hang on just a second. You've got the vice president. Of course, Sarah Palin was for the TARP bill if the presidential ticket, the presidential candidate on the ticket was for it. That's the way it works. All right? I mean, really? You've never seen the vice president just kind of go along with the president? First. Second, ask Sarah Palin about that. Third, you're 13. You got to go after a 13-year-old. This is child abuse. I want to report this father to some sort of, Department of Health and Children's Service or whatever it is for child abuse, allowing anybody from the media to talk to your children.
He probably thought she would be treated like a
child
13-year-old.
abuse.
Right.
Child abuse.
He doesn't know MSNBC quite well enough.
If your child is going to espouse anything conservative, you do not allow them to speak. Now, if they are in support of President Obama, then they'll be treated like this by the press.
Give me a subject matter. What's one that stood out to you that you learned a lot about?
Healthcare has actually stood out a lot to me because Obama plans to give people with pre-existing conditions, he plans to allow them to apply for cheap healthcare, and McCain doesn't. So that's one of their fundamental differences in their healthcare policies. And I think that Obama allowing all children to get free healthcare is a good up for the American people.
Okay, you guys are amazing. Now,
You guys are amazing.
Wow.
Genius.
I don't want to stand here with a card that says,
yes,
yes, but did you know, you little dirtbag, that Barack Obama in 1997 said, sure, you might be 12, but you're stupid, too. Jeez. I just saw a report with Norah O'Donnell. She was talking to this little horse slut. So stupid we should execute her.
Look at the way she was dressed.
She wanted me to attack her. She deserved it. I mean, jeez. What kills me is Norah O'Donnell and MSNBC are so desperate to make people look stupid. They've got 1,500 people to choose from, and they can only win against a 13-year-old. Who do we have?
Prepared remarks they just got from the studio.
Look at this crowd, man. Who do you think we can beat? All right, we've got the 6-year-old, but we're not going to be live. Let's try it with a 13-year-old first. And if she beats us, we'll go to the 6-year-old.
And if that doesn't work, get that stroller. I want inside the stroller. Get a mic in there. It's unbelievable. It's a 13-year-old. It's like she probably was listening to Miley Cyrus on the way to the book signing, and you're quizzing her on
my gosh, what
policy.
kind of private education are you receiving? You can't be in the public school with that, and Dad, you should be ashamed of yourself. You've got to be a Bible-thumping, gun-clinging terrorist.
Raising that little piece of filth.
Now,
she walked up and down that line, and then
1,500 people.
She saw the T-shirt on the little girl, and she called back to the studio, and she said, what was Sarah Palin's stand on the bailout package, the TARP? And what was her quote? I need an exact quote from one of the... Hurry, quick, and I'll write it down. She had it in her hand when she went up to the little girl.
It was one thing to ask her the question, but then the punch in the stomach afterwards I thought was over the line. And then
Did you really?
Yeah, and then
I thought it was kind of cool, because I hate those little 13-year-old sluts that are for conservatives. I wanted to see her kicked in the face. I'd like to see her. I'd like Norah O'Donnell take some of those spiky shoes, with the big spike heels, and just jam it down her ear.
I
just take that spike and just shove right into her ear canal until her brain shoots out.
Well, yeah, when she did that, it was one thing, but when she did the rest of the report standing on top of her, I thought that was really out of the question.
When she was like, now back to you, and then started to eat the entrails of the 13-year-old, I thought it was a little. I thought it might be a little.